What's going on, guys? Coach Abraham checking in with another video. For today's emphasis, we're going to be going over how we can organize and prioritize our schedule so we can fit in our team training, individual training, our speed, and our lifting session so we can make the most out of our training and become that next level athlete. So let's get it. First thing we're going to be going over is the winter off season, since that's what's approaching right now. Some of y'all may be in that right now, getting ready for that spring season. Main thing that you want to focus on is the weak points, obviously, right? Around this time, you should be pretty balanced with your football training. And now it's really time to focus on those strength, power, and speed aspects. So I think the biggest question is, what is enough? And what can be the maximum dosage I can go for? And let's begin with our lifting session, where you can go 2 to 4 times during that week. For your speed and power, you can go also 2 to 4 times a week. And as far as fitness goes, because you are approaching that season, that spring season, you want to go 2 to 3 times. That's going to depend on your current level. You want to stay in that red zone, that anaerobic zone, which is really going to give you those game-specific situations. So something like interval training. So I'm actually going to provide you with a quick example right here on screen. So here's the winter off-season schedule I created. You should use this more as a guide and not follow it verbatim, as everybody's schedule is going to be a little bit different. Notice that the yellow means light sessions, orange means medium intensity sessions, and red is going to mean a high intensity session. Main thing you should be looking at is how we organize our intensity sessions, where you will never see 2 reds together, as this is created so we can receive the maximum dosage and get the most out of our training. Also notice during the off season is where you can have the most 2-a-day sessions, where you have a morning session and then followed by an afternoon session. So that's an example that you can definitely use if you're still having trouble and don't know where to begin. I do have a free 4-week program which is going to be perfect for this right here. I'm going to have the link down in the description box below in case you're interested. And if that's not enough and you still want something a little bit more specific to you guys, I do offer online remote training where it is completely specific to your schedule and your needs. If you have any questions on that, head over to my Instagram and send me a direct message, and I'll make sure to get back to you as soon as possible. So it's good to note your lifting session won't be more than 45-60 minutes. Remember that we want to make the most out of our time and ensure that we can also hit our speed and power and our conditioning. Our speed and power session, so that includes our plyometrics and our speed and agility, that's going to be anywhere between 20 to 30 minutes. As far as what type of conditioning, you want to keep your work to rest ratio beginning at a 1 to 4 and then even dropping down to a 1 to 3. A quick example is sprinting for 15 seconds and then resting for 45 seconds, and that's the 1 to 3 ratio. And for that, maybe about 8 to 10 reps. So that would be a great place to start so you can really make some gains onto your fitness, strength, speed, and power. If you're in season and you don't have access to your own personal strength and conditioning coach in whatever team that you play with, our goal is to maintain and increase our performance. So again, that includes our strength, speed, and power. Your focus is going to be your game. That's the main thing, because that's your sport. That's what you want to prioritize, right? You should never let your lift, your speed, or your fitness get in the way of your game. However, if you're lacking some qualities that are hindering your game, these are things that you want to be taken care of. So your lifting session, that's going to be between 45 to 60 minutes. Again, it doesn't have to be that long. Remember that you don't want to fatigue. That's going to be between 1 to 2 times a week. Speed and power, again, 20 to 30 minute sessions. That can range from 0 up to 2 times a week. That's going to depend on your schedule and how many games you have. For example, if you have 2 games and then another intense session in those days in between, you're probably going to want to recover and have either an active recovery or light sessions. As far as fitness, that's going to vary whether or not you're getting a lot of playing time. If you are getting a lot of playing time, you'll probably go between 0 to 1 time a week as far as fitness. If you're not getting a lot of playing time or you're lacking in fitness a lot, you're gonna go probably up to that 2 times a week, where your work to rest ratio is gonna be as the off season 1 to 4 down to 1 to 3. Here you will see 2 different in-season schedules. Notice that we only have 2 strength and power days, staying at a lower rep but high load range, no plyometric sessions, and 1 speed session, whether it's technique or full speed, depending on the amount of playing time you played the previous week. Only 1 actual fitness session, and then an optional one on Thursday if you got little to no playing time. Here's example number 2 with only 1 game each week. Again, just 2 strength lifting sessions, 1 big power session, 1 max sprint session, and 2 mandatory fitness sessions, ensuring that we are staying at tip-top shape for our game on Saturday. So the last one I'm going to cover is the main off season. So this is right after your season is over, whether I won the championship or maybe I got eliminated early. Your goal is to build that base, which is the strength, to overall then transfer on to power and speed later down the road, right before preseason. The focus is going to be a little break from soccer, football, and focus a little bit more on your strength and conditioning. And then probably about after 2 to 4 weeks, your focus is everything. You're a soccer player, so you got to make sure that you are getting those reps in and you are improving your game. A mental break is always good. A lot of times you take a couple weeks off and you come back fresh and ready than ever, and you just become this whole totally different player. So only difference between this and the winter off season, really, besides all that, is going to be the fitness, where you're not going to go straight into the anaerobic, which is that red high intensity fitness. You're going to be getting a little bit of the aerobic, if anything, and that can be anything from a light jog to which is going to be like a 1-to-1 ratio, not high intensity, of course. And then the closer you get to the preseason, the more it's going to switch over to the anaerobic red zone. If you have any more questions on that, I do have a video, match fitness video. I'm going to link it down below and make sure I got you covered so you can plug that into your training. For the main off season, it won't be too different from the winter off season, besides hitting higher reps at the beginning to mid off season and gaining muscle, where you will then transfer that to strength and power and ultimately to the pitch. Fitness priority will be low in the beginning and higher at the end. Alright guys, last thing I want to cover is going to be listening to your body. I think that's going to be the most important thing when it comes to training, assuming that you do have a good workout program. Always begin, do you feel sluggish? If you start to feel sluggish, that's probably a time to maybe take a step back and see, are you doing too much? Maybe have a rest day or an active recovery day, so then you can go back that next session and hit it hard. If you're feeling great, keep going. Either your body is phenomenal or maybe you're not dosing your body enough. So again, you got to make sure that you are giving the body the right dosage. And even if you are feeling really good and you've hit 7 days of full training, it wouldn't be a bad idea to rest physically and mentally. Remember, when you're playing for so much, a lot of times you don't give your body to catch up, because remember, your body doesn't build itself while you're training. It's actually quite the opposite. If you're training for speed and strength, you're actually breaking down and tearing down that muscle. Whenever you get stronger is while you're sleeping and you're recovering. So again guys, make sure that you are taking care of your body. And overall, if we prioritize our career health and longevity, and that means not going 100% on everything and never resting, we're gonna have a long career. And ultimately, if we have a long and healthy career, you're gonna have career productivity. So you're always gonna be improving. Guys, if you're doing everything, if you're following this, if you're listening to your body, you're taking care of your nutrition, and you're getting 8 to 10 hours of sleep every night, you will see a change in your body, you will see a change in your game, and you will become that next level athlete that you want to be. So guys, that's it for this video. If you have any questions, make sure you leave them down below. Send me a DM on Instagram where I will get to you much faster. Subscribe for more high quality content just like this. If you're looking to hire me as an online coach or just want my online training programs, it's going to be down in the link below. Like always, have a good one. See you on the next one.